So
Okay. Now the album which we heard, like I said, it's very diverse. But is there, even though it's not the final copy, because Sasha told that there are some tweaks left to be done. In terms of production, last album you used an orchestra. I don't recollect the name of that. It's German Film Orchestra on the Mystery of Time. This time, are they present or it's totally done by?
No, it's totally done. Because the thing is, we were thinking about, okay, what's the positives and what's the negatives of having a real orchestra? There is definitely positives if you have a real orchestra.
Yeah.
If it's
more organic.
Yeah, but just if it stands by itself.
Yeah.
As soon as you add guitars and drums, you don't hear a difference anymore.
Yeah.
And it will just mess things up when it comes to producing it. So it was just a question on how many moments do we have when the orchestra stands on its own, or in a very, very, with only a few things happening in the background. And we said, like, hardly none of those moments, just a very few chord patterns, and that's it. So we said, let's just do it, Miro has got so much great equipment. This is the most expensive equipment you can get to do this. This is the equipment that Hans Zimmer works on.
Okay.
So
you try doing that.
It is good enough. You will always, if you know the difference, if you know it's a real orchestra, you will, of course, always hear the difference.
Yeah.
That's more of a placebo effect as well.
True.
And for the last record, it was very important for me
to have it,
just to know it is there. But down the line, we did not see that need here.
Okay.
It was not a matter of, I was asked that question before, and I was asked if it was a matter of expenses. No, it would have been also in the budget to include another orchestra. But it was not needed.
Okay.
And why do it? It would have, it would have messed up the sound, especially when you do the heavier tracks.
Overall, yeah.
Then it is really difficult to put it in place.
Okay, and regarding this, since this is the sequel of Mystery of Time, where does the story go now? I mean, I could not interpret most of the lyrics when you were singing on there, but I could figure out that it's it's got like the track like Ghostlights or Eyes of such tracks have certain feeling in it which has a continuity, like a journey.
It is.
So what is the concept on this and where is it going now?
It is a journey. It is really hard for me to describe the story song by song because it is not a concept that you could tell like a novel or a school book. It's very abstract. A lot of elements are very abstract, and I'm speaking in metaphors. It goes on. There's a lot of things a lot of conversations of the protagonist with entities that may be speaking to him from the outside.
Okay.
Or maybe even things that speak to him from the inside, from the spirit world. It's about inner conflicts and external conflicts. And the story is still about the question of whether we are being materialistic, strictly physical beings, or spiritual beings. What is our true nature? And are we able to find out, and is the chance smaller to find out if times get faster and quicker? And is that accelerating pace of our current environment, isn't that a tool to keep us away from asking essential questions that we would only be able to phrase if we would halt for a moment and think for a moment? And it's the songs are speaking about different aspects of the whole thing, and in the end, he's taking part of a seance. He's in a seance, the protagonist, meditating, getting impressions from certain
external world
voices speaking to him, and in the end, he doesn't know what is what is imagination and what is reality? And the question is there a difference between imagination and reality? And where do you have to draw a line? Isn't something you perceive isn't it real as well? The moment it has an effect on reality as we understand reality. So, and that translates to belief, to everything, to dreams, to a spark in your brain. You know, it's just everything is exclusively spiritual in the beginning, and then it becomes materialism.
Mistake.
Everything we touch was manufactured and created and thought out by people who just started with a spark, with something, some idea that wasn't there before. So it's magic in a way. It's the magical power of a thought. And, it's dealing with those kinds of things. And also wrapped up in a beautiful story and a fantastic journey. And in the end, I will call those 12 songs 12 dreams of the protagonist. And in the end, you will not know even if it was a dream or if it was reality. Even the protagonist doesn't know. But he takes a summary, a conclusion,
overview.
By everything he has imagined or maybe been told, whatever. He doesn't know. And there's different aspects speaking. There's science speaking, different aspects of science. There is spirituality speaking. And I tried to give all those different aspects in the story, different characters who represent certain aspects of the story.
Wonderful. That's amazing to hear. And executing them to preciseness is very important. Now, how is this material going to turn up live? Because I see a great response from fans when it's, the guitars are plugged in and keys come into the picture. It's going to be a treat. So, have you planned anything about this album being played live, or is there any touring schedule been already?
We will tour. We will do a world tour. It will be done. We'll start in March. Germany, and then we'll do Europe. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to come to India. I've never been to India.
Yeah, I know.
Which is a shame.
Yeah, I mean, you won't believe it. None of the power metal bands have come to India. None.
Maiden do.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, they came twice, but it is for an artist as well when you have fans there. But I don't know when is that going to happen. But I hope it happens soon.
I really hope to do it. And
is there any American tour on? Because you have no idea the fan base you have. I mean, it's diverse to its maximum possible impact you can have when you do a tour in States, especially maybe Prog Power.
Yeah, well, we played Prog Power with that guy twice.
Yeah, how was the response you got there?
It was great. But what we will do, we will probably do 2 shows in the US.
Okay.
With Avantasia. It's you cannot do a coast-to-coast tour because it's such an expensive undertaking with having 25 people traveling.
Yeah.
We're 12 or 13 people on stage. We're a lot of crew. That's difficult to maintain, and you cannot go and play Jackson Springfield with something like Avantasia in front of 600 people. That's impossible. So we're gonna focus on
mainly in arenas.
Yeah, we'll do 1 show on the East Coast, 1 on the West Coast.
Okay, so fans can get to travel there and witness, because you have many fans. In fact, when this listening party thing came into the picture, and my writer from States was like, "Oh, I wish I was there in Germany, getting to meet you and discuss," because I would easily consider her as one of your most loyal fans till date.
That's great.
So
say hi to her.
Yeah, that would be cool. So yeah, India down the road. Hopefully, we get to see you.
I'd love to go there. I've never been.
Asia, anywhere in Asia, like Japan, China.
We're gonna do Japan. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna do Japan.
Tokyo, and and then we're gonna play Moscow.
Wonderful.
We're gonna do all of Europe.
Europe,
and South America, all of South America,
Wonderful,
Central America. We're gonna do Canada.
Cool.
So India. If somebody wanted us there,
I'd
be the first to go there. It's just I know it sounds very cliche now if I say I love Indian food. That would be cheap, but it's true. But that would not be the reason to go there. You know, we have many great places.
Definitely. I really hope that happens. So that's about it. So to your fans out there in India who would be listening to this, any words?
Do we have many fans in India?
I mean, I can surely say if you come there, you would see around 3,000 to 4,000 people
really
listening to Avantasia, Edguy, or you in general.
Maybe we should think about going to India.
Something might pop up. We never know.
Well, I you know, if you are listening to Avantasia Edguy, dear fans in India, let the local promoters know that you want an Edguy or Avantasia show because I want to come to India. Okay? Do we have a deal here?
There you go. That's it. Thanks a lot. It was an honor, having a chat with you. And I look forward to see you live for the first time when you start your tour because I have not seen Avantasia or Edguy live so far.
Okay.
So that's going to be my first musical experience seeing you on stage. So that'll really be great.
Thank you very much.